Hi everyone, it's Rachel from Sweet and Simple Home. Thanks so much for coming by my channel today. Today I'm going to be doing some organizing. I've been working on the space that's behind me. As you can see, I shared in a recent video how we got this green bookcase back out here and started organizing that. So I'll show you where it's at now. I'm going to organize our board games and then hopefully tackle a closet as well. We'll see what we have time for, but let's get to organizing. Okay, so here is where the space is at as of today. Last time I showed you, I was still kind of in the process of organizing the bookshelves. So we brought up the little chairs that go with the little coffee table. My youngest is really the only one who can use those chairs, but I thought it looked better with two instead of one, and he sits there and draws and does some homework or builds Lego. I do have the laundry going in the laundry room, so apologize for that. I have the shelves a little bit more organized. We've decided we want to get some storage baskets for the top, store the Lego instruction manuals up there, but we just need to find ones that we like, and we haven't done that yet. So today my focus is going to be on this bookcase. This is where we're going to move the board games. I finished kind of organizing all the books down here as well before I had a gap, and then I moved some more books up here and then put both of my little glass insulators up here, and they kind of prop up like bookends, which I like. So this is looking really good. The kids are loving having their Legos on display. They really love it. So I'm going to get to organizing this cabinet down here. So this space does not look like much, but you'd be surprised how much you can fit in a cabinet like this. So this is my linen closet, and it is kind of organized. I mean, we've got toilet paper and light bulbs and extra pillows and some organization with the towels and sheets, and then kind of like a mess of board games. So I'm going to go through all of this, and then if I have time, I'll go through and kind of resituate my linen closet. I just need to give it some TLC and organize all the games. Welcome to my ginormous pile of games. So we got a bunch of new games for Christmas. Some of my kids got some for birthdays, and some of these we haven't even played yet. But I wanted to show you guys, those of you who have been long-term Sweet and Simple Home fans will remember years ago that I had a sponsor, and it was like you could get your puzzle printed with your kids' pictures. This has got like a little bit of a tape residue from when we moved, I think, but look at my babies. So these two are teenagers now. Can you believe that? Oh my word. So this is almost like sentimental. Nobody really builds the puzzle anymore, but this is like a family, I don't know, memory. So I ended up getting rid of nothing. I decided they're all worth keeping, though I just kind of tidied up. If the box was kind of a mess, I just tidied up what was in the box so it would close well. I've grouped them by how they're used by our family. So these are like our more younger kid games that we pull out when we have cousins, or when Clive just wants to play something easy. Then these are like the party games that my kids like to get out when their friends come over, like this Poetry for Neanderthals. And then I have our more kind of strategy games. We have two versions of Ticket to Ride, but we like them both. And then we have our Settlers of Catan, and this game was a Christmas gift. We've played it a few times. We should get that out again. It's fun. This one was a gift. We have not opened it. It's still in the plastic, but I think it would also be a fun party game. I set it there so the kids would notice it. If it's still in its plastic come summertime, that one might get donated. I have one of these clear bins. These are just from Walmart. I use them to organize Legos as well, but I have in there the chess pieces. We have dice, dominoes, Scrabble tiles for speed Scrabble, the Spot It game, Uno, cards, that kind of stuff, and that way it all has a container. And then we have a roll for our chessboard here. that unrolls and you can play chess with that. So there is my little simple board game organization. I moved the puzzle into our family keepsakes area, and that's the only thing that I technically got rid of. So in my linen closet now, I have that whole shelf free, and this kind of jumbly mess. It really isn't that bad. It just could be better. So I'm going to make it better. At the very top, I have family scrapbooks. Like most ladies in the early 2000s got really into that hobby and haven't done it since. So I have a lot of little scrapbooks up there. And then the CML are memory boxes where I save some of their work, some of their craft projects, some of their just memorabilia from growing up, and I put them in those boxes according to, you know, what's worth keeping. And then when they graduate high school, I can hand them that box, and that's what they can take with them of their memories, and they don't have like tons and tons of stuff. So I'm picky. I keep the most sentimental, the things they're the most proud of to represent their childhood. So that's what those are. So those will stay on the top because I don't need to access that very often. But this stuff is accessed all the time. So I think, like any good organization project, it's going to get worse before it gets better. So I'm going to need to pull all this out, and I'll go ahead and just wipe down my shelves while I'm at it, and then kind of think about where things would fit best. All right, so I've started sorting out some of my linens. Obviously, I've got bath towels and washcloths, and I think the first items to hit my declutter pile are some of these old raggedy washcloths. My husband and I are going on 20 years of marriage. I think these are from around the time we were first married. These can probably just get tossed. I would downgrade them to cleaning rags, but in people trying to be helpful and put things away, I know they'll end up back in the washcloth pile, and I don't want that. So these are probably just going to go in the bin. These are lavender sachets that I got at, I think, Walmart a few years ago, and I thought I was going to toss them, but when I started kind of like wiggling them around like this, the scent started coming out again. So I'm just going to kind of refresh these and tuck these back in amongst the linens. Make sure linens smell good, but it also keeps away little pests and things because a lot of bugs don't like the smell of lavender. So progress so far, this bin on the bottom holds all of our sleeping bags. So all of that kind of more outdoorsy stuff down there, and then stacked nicely the toilet paper. I buy my toilet paper at Costco, so it comes in big packages. Comforters. That is always a challenge to me for how to best fold them. I folded it long and skinny, then bent it in half. This is my old comforter. Do you guys remember when I had this on our bed? I had it on my bed for years, kind of like that farmhouse style. It's still very comfortable, and we pull it out when we have guests. But we have a king-size bed now, and this is a queen. It does kind of hang out over the bottom, but I think that works okay because visually it's at the bottom. But I have another big one that I'm going to put next to it, I think. These baskets that I'm using to organize with came in a set of 6 from Costco a couple years ago. It was right after we moved in that I bought these to organize this house with. And so I had some of these in my closet, but I went ahead and just kind of relocated what was in this one so I could use it for sheets in here because I'm like one short. So I'm going to do that. Here's what I've come up with. This is not the most Pinterest-worthy project that you've ever seen, but that's real life. Real life is not Pinterest. So I decided to move all the pillows. These are ones we use when guests come to this row, and I had them turn the other way so they weren't sticking out. Here is the light bulbs. I actually took some of them out of the boxes. They were wrapped in their individual packaging, so they're nice and secure in there. This is just like a fire safety thing that I keep nice and accessible for my family if it's ever needed. Beach towels. and we have a few in the wash. They got used yesterday. Some spare towels. Each bathroom is fully stocked right now, so these are extras. And then only my decent washcloths. The undecent ones are gone. These are table linens, like some of my spare tablecloths, the little vintage squares that I have, and then a few like rice bags at the front for kids to grab if they need. And then I have my sheets, and this just makes me happy. So here are my spare full and queen size sheets. These are my boys' spare sheets, and these are the spare king sheets. And then down here I very carefully folded my big bulky blankets to fit all together on that shelf. The sleeping bags are on the bottom with the toilet paper, and that looks and functions so much better for me. So my declutter pile is not that impressive. I have the boxes from the light bulbs, and then amazingly enough I found a package from Amazon that had some bathroom products in it that I totally forgot that I ordered. I don't even know, maybe it was shortly after we moved in. So I moved all of that into the bathroom, and I'm going to recycle all of these boxes. And then I have one pillowcase that just doesn't go with any of the sheets I have. I'm going to donate that. And then those washcloths. So small-ish declutter pile, but what a difference a little attention has made to these areas in my house. I am so pleased with just this hour of time, what it has done to help me feel like my home is that much more organized, that much more situated for my family. I've said to you guys over the years that you can make your home beautiful little by little. And this is the kind of thing that I'm talking about. Just moving some things around, rethinking how you are keeping things and why, and giving them a little attention, and all of a sudden something works better or looks better. And none of this cost me anything. Obviously, I bought the baskets when we first moved in, but you can use whatever you have, whatever baskets you have, to make things work. And I didn't use any baskets at all for our games except for that one plastic bin. Everything else just was a matter of finding a home for it. So I'm very pleased, and I hope that you guys are encouraged and inspired to try to tackle something in your home that needs attention. But thanks so much for joining me today. If you're not subscribed, please do so. I would so appreciate having you here as part of our Sweet and Simple home. And your thumbs up go a long way to help me with my videos. So thank you in advance for the thumbs up. You guys take care, and I'll be back with more soon. Bye!